I like that because I feel like a lot of times, like, I get even like even before the game, like terrified of what the media is about to ask. Like, it could be the nicest question, but it's gonna get flipped or put into a different light or a different perspective, and it's like, are you here intentionally to start mess, or are you intentionally here to ask a question? And it's really tough for me, especially in the media. It's like, I don't want to do an interview with anybody. Like, I get excited for certain people, like a Taylor, like certain people I know I can talk to, but like I'll take the fine. Like, I
Yeah.
literally will take the fine. I'd rather take the fine.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'd rather take the fine sometimes rather than talking to the media, because it always gets flipped. And I think that's where media has gotten these days. Like, you could literally post the sky was blue and Angel said that is too dark. That's too, like, stuff like that, you know? So
Yeah.
I think it just, for me, like, the media is like really scary. Like, that's why I've never been on anybody else's podcast. I'm
Mhm.
scared to do stuff like that because I know how things could get flipped. And like the nicest people, the nicest things could be said, like, it always gets flipped.
I also think too, though, and everything you're saying, I'm like, absolutely, I get it. It
Yeah.
for sure resonates because I don't know what you're describing to me in some ways is like there is a real like trauma that has come from
Yeah.
putting yourself out there or answering a question that maybe you felt was simple, but has had maybe lasting effects on either how you
Yeah.
feel like people are treating you. And there's
Hmm.
probably been times, not to put words in your mouth, but where it sort of changed how you were viewing yourself, because I
Mm.
think that's what gets difficult sometimes with like projections is you have to try doubly hard to make sure you don't believe the projections that are put onto you. And there
Right.
is like a level of, yeah, I'm sure like trauma that comes from all of these people having things to say about you that are incorrect, but that is
Yeah.
somehow shaping a narrative about you that is just not even true at all.
Yeah.
So I get like the hesitancy that athletes would have around the media.
Yeah.
And I also believe it to be the media's responsibility to create environments that aren't hostile, and
Yeah.
that are really at the end of the day that are fair. You know, our
Yeah.
job is to be fair, and so we should be leading with that at all times.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Have there been any reporters growing up for you that you like really admired or loved or looked at?
Oh my gosh, so many, so many, so many. Growing up in the suburbs of Atlanta, I used to watch this woman named Monica Kaufman,
Yes.
who was like the nightly anchor, but she was, brown skin. She had the short haircut. She had such a cool cadence when she spoke. And so I really enjoyed her. Of course, like Pam Oliver was somebody that I was watching. And it's really cool now that, Pam Oliver is someone I could just like, text because like
Yeah.
she was it for me, you know? Also, of course, people like Carrie Champion. I, in many ways, gravitated to, Black women that were in the space
Mm.
because it is true that, like,
Yes.
when you see someone that looks like you think, oh,
Yeah.
I can do this. So, all of those women meant a lot to how I formed my career.
What does a day in the life look like with Taylor?
I wake up in the morning. I don't know why I'd wake up at night. Wake up in the morning. I go to my production meeting, normally around 8 a.m. We talk about the show. I talk about the interview that I have on the show that lasts for about an hour, hour and a half. I'll go work out. It's very important to me to work out before a game because it just kind of puts me in the right mindset. So
Yes.
I'll go work out. I'll come back. I'll do work. I'll write my lead into the feature. I'll look at the final cut, final edit of the feature. I'll go into makeup and hair. That takes about 2 hours. Wardrobe will come. We'll get my outfit correct, do any last looks, head to the stadium. We get there about 2 hours before the show begins to get things together there. Go on air at 7 Eastern. And then the game kicks off at like 8:15. And then I'll do, pre-game, post-game. I'm normally in it at the end. And then we head back and you do it again another week. But honestly, Thursdays, like that is a routine day that I really enjoy. I like that.
Really?
It's every other day that is wild chaos.
Chaos.
Right. I don't know what city I'll be in, what day my
Yeah.
interview is, what I have to work on, if I have like a branded appearance. Like I actually get a lot of peace from Thursday because I always know exactly what Thursday is going to look like.
Yeah.
I don't know what, and I'm not exaggerating, I don't know what any other day is going to look
Is
like.
Thursday usually in LA for you?
No, we go to the game. So it's like
Oh, so depending on
I'm in
wherever
a
you're at.
different city. Yeah. Like
Uh,
I'm serious. And you've probably experienced this too. Sometimes I wake up and for the first 10 seconds, I'm like, wait, what city am I in?
yeah.
You
No,
know, like I'm
seriously.
looking at cues in the hotel, remembering what I did last night. I'm like, oh, I'm in Green Bay, you know? It's like, yeah.
Oh my god, that is actually so funny. I love that. But I love the connections that you've made with each player. That I feel like there's always like an ongoing joke like everybody's going to give the best response to Taylor cuz like they're looking at Taylor like Taylor is fine. Like I need to give the best response to Taylor.
Hey, listen, I like good responses. So I hope
Yeah.
it's because I asked a good question, but if you just want to give me a good response, whatever.
That's so funny. How do you get your like game day fits together? Because I feel like you always look good. Like you're up to par. The hair is tea, the
Yeah.
makeup's good, and then you have a nice outfit, body tea. But yeah, how does that go into everything? Do you work with a stylist or anything?
Yes, I work with a stylist for Thursday Night Football. Her name is Kenny. She is fantastic.
You look
I
good,
care a lot about the outfits that I wear on air. And
as
I
you
think
should.
sometimes like people think it's like, oh, why do you care so much about it? But I actually think that is a part of like the showmanship of being a broadcaster. Like what you look
Mm,
like is the story that you're telling. You also want people to stop and look at the television and turn it up and hear what you have to say. And so much of
right.
that is wearing bright colors and interesting silhouettes and like having a look. Like all of that plays a role into it. I always bring up Craig Sager. Like Craig Sager
Yeah.
obviously always had the flashy jackets and he was loud and
Yes.
bold in what he wore. And that became like his trademark. People loved it. Nobody said it was frivolous when he did it. I think that's though largely because like Craig Sager is a man.
Yeah.
But you like these are things that I actually think play a role in your broadcasting. So I
Yeah.
bring that same level of like enthusiasm to my wardrobe that I do with my job because both of those things coexist to me.
Has there ever been a day where it like rained or like you were in bad weather and everything got ruined?
Yes, and so we now know
What's
to
been your
always
worst
have
experience?
a rain fit because we like, there was this time it was raining and I was going to wear this like kind of furry thing that it was like obviously that wasn't going to work in the rain. So Kenny had to run to Nordstrom and like find me this like leather fit, and I have an umbrella throughout it. It was a mess. But so now every Thursday night football season, we have an outfit that goes with us every game that is
Mm.
just for rain. So yeah, you live and you learn for sure. And this is also that was one of the reasons for football season I would always have my hair in locks. I
Yeah.
recently started doing like the U part wigs. I really like that
Yeah.
look. But it was like going on the road and not knowing the weather, but then also not knowing if there was going to be somebody in this little
Mm.
city that knew how to do black hair, like caused a
Yeah.
lot of stress for me. So I started leaning into like the locks and the braids because weather is it's unpredictable and they gonna have you out there even if it's raining. So
Yeah.
figure it out.
Has there ever been like an outfit like you look back? Because sometimes like I look back at my outfits like I shouldn't have worn that. Like or
Yeah.
my hair wasn't great that day. Is there any like outfits you're like oh, I shouldn't have probably worn that or I won't wear that again?
Yeah. I mean, I've talked about this before, and it wasn't on Thursday Night Football, but I went to the GQ Creativity Awards, and it
Mm-hmm.
was so much fun. I loved my look. Dress was great, hair was great, but the
Yeah.
dress was a little bit sheer. So I put
Ah.
pasties on with the dress.
Yeah.
I like log onto the internet like after that day, after the red carpet photos had come out and some
What?
videos were online, and everyone online is like, "Oh my god, look at Taylor's nipples. Look at these." And I just wanted
Do
to
they think
scream
your
from
hair
the
yellow
top of
was
the
that big
mountain
on
like, "These are pasties. I am not showing you my nipples." But it's
that
like
is so
whatever.
funny.
It passes, but I'm not kidding you, Angel. I was trending. It was this whole thing. I'll send you the
What?
pic. It was like it was crazy. And they were pasties. But so now I know, A, I just probably would not do a sheer thing again because it's like, girl, what are you doing? You know? But also like wear a different kind of pasty. Like don't wear the
Oh
one.
my god, that is actually hilarious.
Oh my gosh. If you see the photo, you were gonna be like, girl, you were tripping. But I thought it was clear that they were pasties. And every woman that saw it was like, those
Yeah.
are obviously pasties. Because we
I would have
know.
probably saw it. I
Yeah.
probably did see it and I probably didn't think anything of it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll send it to you. Don't you worry.
That is so funny. And you probably were, did you send it to Jacqueline? Because you
I
mean,
was dying. No, yes, I did actually because I no, to me, this was like crisis. I sent it to them. I was like, we need GQ to take this video down. And they did. But it was too late at that point. It was
oh
too
my, yeah, I'm sure once the picture's up, it's like,
no, I'm not kidding you. It is recycled
people
months.
still use it to this
I
day?
am kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The other day, someone had this tweet and they were like, how bad is the Ravens defense? And it was a photo of me in that dress.
Taylor, I'm dead. Stop.
You know,
At least you
I
can
just,
laugh
I
about
just
it
laugh
now.
at these things. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is one thing I know to be true about life, about internet, about the work, all the things. You can't take yourself too seriously. And it's like, who cares? With the internet, something is a thing for a few days and it passes. And like, whatever. It is what
Oh
it
my
is.
God. That is
But they
actually
were
hilarious.
pasties. Let me be abundantly clear about this. They were pasties.
No more pasties for us.
No more. Seriously, no more.
Oh my gosh. um, that's actually so funny. This episode is brought to you by Price Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Price Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this basketball season on Price Picks, where it's good to be right.
I am so excited. Basketball season is back, baby. Man, I love football, but there are way fewer games. Basketball, more games throughout the week means Prize Pick opportunities to get you right and win. Prize Picks is so easy and simple to play. All you need to do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If your picks are right, you can cash in. You know me, I'm all in on Steph and his threes. I'm also looking forward to watching Cooper Flag take the league. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Steph Curry's points, 3-pointers, and assists? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, only on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code ANGEL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code ANGEL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. This show is sponsored by SKIMS, one of my all-time favorites. Kim, we still need you to come on the pod. Okay, girls, listen up. I have been wearing SKIMS for years, but I recently started wearing the Fits Everybody collection and it's life-changing. And I don't want to gatekeep, so here's what you need to try that I've recently been loving. The Fits Everybody t-shirt bra, truly life-changing. I have always struggled with painful bras and wires, but the t-shirt bra does the trick. No wires, smooth like butter, comfortable, and the best part, doesn't even feel like I have a bra on. You also cannot go wrong with the Fits Everybody t-shirts, both short and long sleeve. They are just so comfy. The way it just molds my skin and makes me feel snatched. And you can't even see any bra lines with the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra. I'm replacing my old bras ASAP. Truly life-changing. And if you haven't tried the Fits Everybody t-shirt bras yet, this is your sign. What are you waiting for? Shop SKIMS Fits Everybody collection at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
A bad one make it. That's how a bad one make it.